Over the last couple of weeks, we've looked at the question as to whether it's better to buy or to charter a yacht. Now, as a sales broker, I'm always very happy when people want to buy a yacht. And so we then looked at the question as to whether it's better to buy a brand new or a used brokerage yacht, in the hope that one of those videos may have convinced some of my viewers to part with their hard-earned cash and convert it into something that will give them immeasurable happiness and enjoyment. This video takes a look at the best yacht to buy for under $5 million. Of course, before you start shopping for a yacht, you really do need to know how you intend to use it. If your dream is to travel far and wide and spend weeks or even months on board, then there is a plethora of interesting explorer yachts available. A builder I don't think I've mentioned before, but I really should have, is Nordhaven, whose product range stretches from a 47.5-foot yacht called the 475 through to a 120-foot model called the 120 that would certainly be out of the $5 million budget. Plenty of models are available though on the brokerage market within your budget, up to their 86-foot model. But my choice would probably be to find a recently built 68-foot model that would require less crew and lower running costs. These are well-built, hardy explorer yachts, many with a transatlantic range that has earned the company a fiercely loyal client base. If you're looking for something with more modern lines, perhaps built in Italy, I would highly recommend Ferretti's custom line Navetta range. These are really well-engineered yachts and are very popular in the resale market. They have a good range, lots of interior space and deck space, and you should be able to find a 30-meter model for your price range. Be quick about it though, because although many of them were built, they do tend to get snapped up quickly when they come to the market. If speed is your thing, then a budget of $5 million can take you a long way and very fast. A popular model of go-fast yacht is the Mangusta 130, capable of speeds up to 37 knots and built to a very high standard. It's easy to see why these yachts are so successful. Acres of deck space and sunbathing area, a very sleek and attractive styling, and sumptuous interiors. What's not to like about that? Personally, I'm a fan of the Pershing yachts too. These tend to use a system called surface drives rather than Mangusta's jet drives. Surface drives position the propellers partially out of the water and facing directly behind the yacht rather than slightly downwards. The result is amazing speed and a huge spray of water at the back of the boat. Have you ever seen a yacht with a rooster tail like this? It will most likely be fitted with a surface-piercing propulsion system. $5 million is comfortable enough to buy you a 92-foot model that was built just a few years ago. If you're a regular viewer of my channel, you'll know that I speak very highly of Sunseeker too, especially for their popularity amongst yacht owners. Their go-fast model is called the Predator, and many of these too are fitted with surface-piercing propulsion. Another yacht builder that's worth looking at though, if a little less known than the first two, is AB Yachts. These are well-priced vessels, and a $5 million budget is enough to buy you about a 10-year-old 140-foot model that can deliver a blistering 41 knots of top speed. For many, owning a yacht is about spending time with family, and Flybridge planing yachts are a very popular choice. The finest example of this that I can think of, and it's not just because I represent it for sale, is the 96-foot Ferretti Maisu 2 that was launched in 2015 and includes a wonderful master stateroom on the main deck. With 4 guest cabins below deck and a really beautifully appointed flybridge, this yacht is money well spent for around the $5 million mark. There are quite a lot of good bargains in this kind of vessel, and if you want something bigger but older, a 2006 Azimut 116 can be bought for well within the price guideline, and it offers 5 glorious staterooms. a huge jacuzzi tub, and interiors fit for a president. This was one of Azimut's most popular models, and there's always a good market for them when the time comes to resell. One of my favourite family yachts though is built by Cantieri della Marchi, and I guess this one also fits into the Explorer category, of course. Now that the shipyard has been building for a few years, some really interesting pre-owned models are becoming available, and I just can't recommend them highly enough. With maybe a little negotiating and perhaps a little stretch of the purse strings too, an 86-foot Cantieri della Marchi of fairly recent construction could be yours and your family's. Those are, of course, just a few of the hundreds of yachts available for sale within that price range. I recently received an inquiry from one gentleman who hadn't heard of some of the builders that I mentioned when we were discussing this, and it's not that surprising. Usually people who are wealthy enough to buy a yacht are pretty focused on their business, and they don't have the time to wade through thousands and thousands of yacht adverts. What they need is a yacht broker. Seriously though, a good yacht broker will always listen to exactly what it is that you're looking to get out of your yacht and to what your budget is. And then he'll work hard to find an appropriate, well-built vessel that meets your requirements. However, a yacht broker is not a yacht surveyor. And I always recommend that no matter what yacht you decide to buy and no matter how you find it, you should always engage a qualified yacht surveyor to give a thorough survey of the yacht. And don't be surprised if he comes back with a long list of problems. Actually, they almost always do, because there's always work and maintenance that needs to be done on your yacht and things that need to be repaired and put right. The important thing is that you know exactly what that work list is so that your captain can take over from the old captain and continue with a good maintenance schedule. Sometimes the surveyor will find that there was no regular maintenance program in place. Sometimes they'll even find serious defects with the yacht. If that happens, it's better to know beforehand so that you can either walk away and find another yacht, or in some circumstances you can even renegotiate the deal. Whatever your personal circumstances are, if you have a passion for yachting and maybe aspire to be a yacht owner one day, I do wish you well with your endeavours and remind you that you can keep that passion alive by subscribing to my channel.